Right, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Minecraft, and welcome to a guide for the latest update of Tinker's Construct Bedrock Edition. So, I'm just gonna say sorry that it's took so long. I wanted to make this add-on as good as I can make it, and I've also been quite busy recently since though I've been going back to school. And also, thanks for the support recently as well, like, Jesus. My subscribers went from 300 to 800, so thank you guys so much for that. It really does mean a lot to me. Anyway, this video is a full guide on showing you how everything works in this version because there are a few changes, so yeah, let's get started. So one block that you can get is the crafting station, and this is basically the same as a normal crafting table, but it looks a bit nicer, so yeah. And this is just crafted by putting a crafting table in the crafting menu and you'll easily get it. And also one cool thing that's in this update is that all the block items, like all the blocks, appear in the creative menu. How sick is that? Anyway, so the next block is the stencil table, and this is how you make your different types of patterns. And you need patterns to make tools. So a stencil table is one plank of your choice and a blank pattern. And we'll show you how to make a blank pattern. So this involves 2 sticks in a zigzag shape, and you'll get a blank pattern. You'll get 4 of them. And then you can use the blank pattern to make any pattern you want, so yeah. The next block you'll need is the part builder. So this is how you actually make parts, obviously. And each part varies on how much materials you need. So like the excavator head needs 8, while the shovel head only needs 2. So how to make that? It's just 1 log of your choice in the blank pattern. So it's really similar to the stencil table. Now the final block you'll need for starting out is the tool station, and this is how you get all these different kinds of tools. So how to make that, it's just the exact same recipe, but with a crafting table or a crafting station, and it's just like that. So yeah. Alright, that basically covers how to start off Tinker's Construct. But if you can't be bothered going through this video, you can get this book called Materials Are New. How to craft that is a book and a blank pattern. And if you use this, you'll get a book, and it basically has 37 pages of everything you need to know, so yeah. Alright, after I show you all this stuff, we'll actually get into making tools. So yeah. The next part you'll need to get better tools is the Smeltery. So this is just like a really simple version that you can make, but you can build it in any shape, so try and get creative with it. But one thing you'll need is sand, gravel, and clay. And you'll need that to make grout. And if you get enough of this, you should be able to make all these different types of blocks that you need for the smeltery, because nearly every block requires seared bricks, which you need grout for to smelt. You can use a blast furnace or a normal furnace, but once it turns into seared bricks, you can now use this for the casting table, casting basin, seared tanks, and the smeltery controller, which will cover all those blocks in a minute. But one thing you can get is just plain old seared bricks. And if you get 4 of these, you can make it. But what you can do with this is, if you look in the stone cutter, you can change the patterns on it. So you can get triangle seared bricks, and you can always change it again. So yeah. Alright, now we'll look at the smeltery controller. So this is a lot different from the Tinker's equivalent. So what you need to do is get some lava and pour it in. And as you see, it has lit up. And what you do with this is you can smelt any of this. So for example, an iron ingot. If you put it in and wait for a few seconds, it'll smelt. And if you look around the back here, you can see that you've got molten iron. So if you interact with a bucket, you'll get your molten iron bucket. So if you have raw iron or iron ore, you can smelt this, and you'll actually get double. So let's see here. You'll actually get 2 molten iron. And what you can do with this is you can use it for these 2 blocks. So we'll first go through the casting basing. Alright, yeah, I forgot to show you the recipe. So Smeltery controller is in the furnace shape and requires 8 seared bricks. So now we'll go onto the casting table, and that's basically a legging shape, and you'll get the casting table. I'll also do the casting basin while we're here. That is basically the upside down version. So yeah. And what you can do with the casting table is you can make different types of casts, which you need for making all these metal tools. So like you need a large plate cast to make an iron large plate. But do know that you need to at most have 8 buckets on you. Because previously in old versions you could just use 1 bucket and that you'd be done. But to make it as similar as it can be to Tinker's Construct, you actually need 8 buckets to make a specific tool part, so like a iron large saw blade, so yeah. And now we'll look at the casting basin. So, this is basically the easiest way to make metal blocks, so like iron blocks, gold blocks, copper blocks, any of them. And if you pour 9 of these in, so if I just get myself some molten iron. So yeah, I've got 6 now. If I pour the rest in, it will eventually cool down and it'll turn into a block. Like so. And now, you basically, if you use the same smelting technique by using the raw iron, you can basically just double your supply. Alright, now we're actually going to have a look at the seed tank. So, this block you can store literally every single molten metal in and lava, so it's a much easier way to start. You can store up to 5 at once, and how to craft it is 1 glass and 8 seed bricks, in a similar recipe to the smelter control. So what you can do is you can pick up the lava, you can place it back in, and you can also break it, because it is portable, so once you break it, it'll still be in the tank. Alright, finally, we're going to have a look at the tool forge. So this is essentially an upgraded version of the tool station, and how to make this is you need 4 blocks of metal, so any of these 6, and 3 seared brick blocks along with your tool station, and that's how you make a tool forge. And what you need this for is to make advanced tools, so like cleavers, excavators, hammers. So basically in most of this update you'll see in this tool forge. So how to actually make the tools is you get some blank patterns, you get different patterns, so like I'll make a pickaxe for example, so you need a pickaxe head, tool binding, and a tool rod. And with the part builder you can make all these different types of tools, but I'm going to upgrade mine, so I'll get a wooden tool rod, wooden binding, and a wooden pickaxe head. So if you smelt some gold, you can actually, well, first if you just want to make a wooden, flint or stone pickaxe head, you can just use the normal method by just using the patterns. But if you want to make a metal tool, you're going to need to use the smeltery method. So once this smelts, you can collect a molten gold bucket, and with that you can make a pickaxe head cast, which you'll need for making the pickaxe head. So we'll just smelt some raw iron so we can get 2 at once. There we go. And now you can get a iron pickaxe head with 2 molten iron buckets. Of course you'll get your buckets back and you'll get the cast back. So now we're actually able to make the tool. Now with this, it fully functions. So if I just show you, for example, with a bit of stone, it actually works quite efficiently. And all of that is really beneficial because now, if you can repair it whenever you want, just use the head of the pickaxe, It doesn't work for the binding, so anything that's not the head or part of the head doesn't work. So like for example, if you have an advanced tool, so like a iron wood cleaver, you can use both iron and wood to repair it. Now, I'm not going to show you every single tool, so I'll because I want you to have a look around and explore it yourself. Alright, now we're going to have a look at modifiers. So the modifiers are a really new thing, so it won't work for every tool. So what you need is a tool made of one material. So for example, this iron broadsword is made of one material, this cobalt cleaver is made of one material, so basically only those. So just for this demonstration, I'll get myself a full iron pickaxe, like so. And what you can do with this is you can add a diamond modifier and also a redstone modifier, and it'll tell you at the bottom there. And so the diamond modifier, it basically increases the durability by like 500, and it ups the mining level, so now you can actually mine obsidian with this. And then the block of redstone, what that does, it adds haste, so it increases the mining speed by around 2. So once you grab this, if I just show you for example, I'll get some obsidian, and just for comparison, if you can actually mine obsidian with this, like so, but you can't mine obsidian with this. I'm not going to keep mining because it'll take forever. Alright, yeah, and also you can still repair it like this, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, modifiers don't work on every tool, so it'll only work for, if you just search up diamond or redstone or haste, you can find the tools that'll work. Alright, now we're going to have a look at extra features that are in the actual mod, but they're not like the main parts. And there's quite a few I've added, but I'm just going to go through the most important. So as you see here, this is a drying rack, and how to craft that is 3 wood slabs. It can be any type of slabs, but yeah. And I've made it so you can put any of these on, and you'll get jerky or leather. So if you got a cooked food, it'll make it into leather. If you got raw food, you'll turn it into jerky. After 5 minutes, these will turn into jerky, and after like 1 minute and 30 or something like that, it'll turn into leather. So while waiting for that to dry, we'll look at this other feature, which is stone torches. So what you can do is make stone rods, so you don't need sticks when you're when you're mining. And now you can actually make stone torches. So I'll get a few of these. And these fully work. You can place it on the side, you can place it at the bottom. So yeah. So now with these, if you're in a deep cave and you forgot to bring wood, now you can always make torches with you, so isn't that handy? And now finally, after a certain amount of time, you will get monster jerky, chicken jerky, and leather from those 3 things. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this add-on. Obviously there's plenty of things that I haven't talked about, like all the different types of tools, like the broadsword, the cleaver, the excavator, the hammer, and so much more. So yeah, have a look around at this add-on. Please give me feedback, because I know this isn't perfect. I'm still going to update it. So please, if there's any bugs or anything, please tell me, and I will continue to update this for you guys. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!